One Rebel crew, my name is Paris and I am the Reformer Training Development Manager here at One Rebel. I'm going to take you through how to set up your bed, all things bed and Reformer, so you are ready for your session here at One Rebel. So I'm going to take you through from the top of your bed to the back of your bed, this being the front of the studio, this being the back of your studio. Now first things first, you have got your platform. This is right at the front and it's got a little foot strap that sits on top. Now sometimes you may use this foot strap in your sessions to hook your feet under or maybe your hands for a bit of extra support. Now this can come entirely off and it can also tighten. So if your trainer asks you to pop your feet underneath the strap and it's a little bit loose, there's two little feet at the front. Push those feet down, that will then tighten your strap. So moving down to your bar. So this will always be preset at number 4 for you, but your trainer may ask you to lower or lift your bar. How we do that? Got a little latch either side. This is position number 4. We lift it up, take it down to number 3, take it down to number 2, and then we take it down to number 1. To lift it back up, lift it back at the latch, return it back to number 4. Your trainer will always let you know what bar they would like you to have it set at. But just like a sun lounger, we lift it up, we lift it down. Moving down to your platform extender, which is underneath your bar and extends on from your platform. We lift this bad boy up and you're going to see a spring bar with 5 different spring options. All your springs are color coded. So you've got 3 red springs, they're 100% each. You've got a blue spring, which is your medium at 50, and then you have a white spring, which is 25%. Now, your trainer will always tell you what spring you want to have on at what time. So if you have a blue and a white spring on, that is going to equal 75%. Now you want to make sure that these springs go opposite on those grooves. That will then create that resistance. So if you have a red spring on, that is going to be a little bit heavier to push and pull. But if you have a white spring on, which is your lighter spring, that is going to be a little bit harder to control. So each spring has their own different difficulty level, depending on what your instructor is telling you to do at what point. Now we're going to move on to the main bulk of our bed, which is your lovely carriage that moves forwards and backwards. Up here, you have your shoulder pads. Resting on your shoulder pads, you have your hand and feet loops. Just be aware that when we move the straps forwards and backwards, that carriage will move. So if you're new to Reformer and you've never done a class like this before, make sure you move slow, brace your core, and just be aware that when you're moving those straps and you're on the carriage, that carriage is going to move underneath you. In between your shoulder pads, you have a little headrest just here. You can lift it up if you would like a little bit of support under your neck if you're doing anything laying down, or you can just leave it flat. And now we have our 3 props. So I've got my box and my ring over here. Now sometimes that will be preset on your bed in a long box position, or maybe it will be left behind or in front of your bed. That all just depends on what studio you're in. Today it's set over to the right hand side. Now you have got your ring that your trainer may use for a little extra burn, maybe through the upper body for a little bit of an upper body burn, or we sometimes pop it in between our legs for a little bit of inside thigh burn as well. We're just going to leave that behind and I'm going to show you different variations of how to use your lovely box. So you have got short box, pop it on your carriage like so, short ways. Option 2, you have long ways. And then another option that we sometimes use is we can pop it onto the side of your bed for a little extra dynamic movement. Now your 3rd and final prop is going to be your pole. Now your pole lives on the left hand side of your bed, just on 2 hooks. Now we use this if you require a little bit of extra stability. So maybe you're suffering a knee injury or you're feeling a little underconfident in terms of single leg work. You can pop that on the floor. That helps you with a little bit of stability. So for example, if we're doing any single leg work like lunges, pop that on the floor. That will help you. Now that is everything that you need to know about your bed for your first time at One Rebel Reformer. And do not panic or feel nervous. Your lovely trainer that you will have in your session will look after you if you need any extra help. We really look forward to seeing you in the studio very soon.